Hey guys, Mario Martinez Jr. here, CEO and founder of Vengresso, and I'm excited to talk about the monthly flight plan with FlyMSG. Guess what? Every month, we're going to be inviting you to join us and learn about two things that are super important. Number one, what are we going to launch next month? And number two, what did we just launch this past month? Join us, don't miss it, and get the latest scoop on what's happening with FlyMSG. Take care. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome. I'm Mario Martinez Jr., CEO and founder of Vengresso, the creators of FlyMSG, only the best text expander and writing assistant out there in the market. And I have a treat for you. I am so excited. We are literally moments away, minutes, maybe an hour, maybe a day at max, away from launching something. Now, you say minutes, hours, day at max. Why am I saying that? Well, because what I'm going to show you today is already in the Chrome store and in the Microsoft Edge store, waiting to be approved to be launched. Yes, that's right. This is the single biggest release we've ever had on FlyMSG to help speed up your productivity, and I couldn't be more excited. Now, let me talk to you a little bit about what we've done. And that is, number one, what we did is we actually built an entire extension plugin. And we're injecting this plugin, FlyMSG, right at your fingertips into Gmail, into Outlook Online, into LinkedIn, and LinkedIn Sales Navigator. Yes, you heard me correctly. All those four platforms, you'll be able to have all of your messages, your snippets, your shortcuts, all those things that you, quite frankly, can't remember, those little codes. Well, guess what? Bada bing, bada boom. I'm going to be injecting them directly into your individual Gmail, Outlook, as well as LinkedIn Sales Navigator experience. So I'm going to actually take you through and show you today some really amazing technology that our development team has been working on for literally 4 months. It has taken us about 4 months to be able to get this product off and out. And essentially, it is the baseline for being able to do the next level, which is some really cool tech that's coming out, including next to launch in the next few weeks is variables. Being able to read websites, LinkedIn profiles, LinkedIn Sales Navigator profiles, and your email to help you quickly fill in the gaps or the blanks, if you would, on your messages. For example, imagine if you had a message that said, hey, first name. Today inside of FlyMSG, you use first name as a placeholder. And tomorrow, when we launch the next version of the plugin, you'll actually be able to have what's called a variable. And inside that variable, you'll be able to actually auto-select any information that FlyMSG is reading across all of the website tabs that you have open on Chrome or Edge. And we'll be able to auto-insert information from LinkedIn profiles. Yes, we'll be able to auto-insert names, company names, number of followers, location, schools, all those types of things that will make really engagement with buyers for the salesperson so much more successful, and for the customer service, for the HR, for the recruiter, for the accounts payable, et cetera, et cetera. It'll also work within email as well, reading that first name of an email and auto putting in that first name for you. So really helping to speed up the productivity. And that's really been our focus with FlyMSG. We want to help over 1 billion knowledge workers, 1 billion knowledge workers to be able to save 1 hour in a day. The numbers show that 69% of employees actually report that they are sending the same message over and over and over again, multiple times per day, every day. And over 80+% showcase that they do it on a weekly basis. Now, going to find those messages, then copy and paste them, then modify them, All that time, what we found on average, every one of those messages takes 1 to 15 minutes of your administration time. And we're going to fix that. And with today's product launch, woo, I can't be more excited. Let's get in and let me show you. Now, I'm going to show you 2 use cases. Remember, Outlook.office, Gmail, LinkedIn, and LinkedIn Sales Navigator. Today, I will be showing you LinkedIn and Gmail. It works the exact same way on the other platforms. I just don't happen to use Outlook all that much. So you'll want to be able to see the experience and the exact same experience for Outlook.office, which means online, Outlook.office, Outlook.express, Outlook.live, those online platforms. Same thing with Sales Navigator. It works the exact same way as well. So let me take you in and let me showcase my screen. It's rebooting. All right. So setting up FlyMSG. Okay. So what we're going to do is we're going to go here to a message right over here. And here we go. It's all starting to pop up right now. And we're going to skip that one more time here. And within FlyMSG, I'm going to click message here. And once I click message, I got to move this window. There we go. There we go. All right. So now what you see here is FlyMSG injected into a LinkedIn message right here. Let's pretend I want to book a meeting with my friend, Dan Seeley. Dan, normally I would just type in my code. This is in the old days of FlyMSG. You can still use your FlyCut. We call it a FlyCut, AKA short code, AKA shortcut, whatever you want to call it. So -BAM, and then bada bing, bada boom. It builds out a message, right? All right. So that's option A. Option B, let's pretend that I cannot remember my actual FlyCut. Well, I can come inside here and I can now mouse over inside of here at any of these FlyMSGs that are showing up. These are essentially the last 5 that I used within this application, just as an FYI. And so I can literally click here. I can also manage each one of these. If I'm on the right-hand side, I can edit it. If I want to, I can come here. I can click on the plus sign to select this message. Now, let's go ahead and run another demo. And I'm just going to type in meeting. I'm going to look for anything that has the word meeting inside of it. Now, what it's going to reflect here is now all of my items. Depending on if I'm on the left-hand side, it's going to show on the left. If I'm mousing over the right, it's going to mouse over on the right-hand side. So we basically put it on both sides. Here is if I'm mousing over the FlyCut. Here is if I'm mousing over the actual title. As you can see, the title or I'm sorry, in this case, the actual FlyMSG. Okay. So I can scroll down. I can read it all inside of there. This is my FlyCut. And I can either use my FlyCut or here's my BAM. There you go. I could either use my FlyCut or I could select it. And once I select it and hit that plus sign, then it'll populate right inside of the actual application. Boom, done. Now FlyMSG has been integrated directly into LinkedIn. Now, this was the first step that we had to take in order to be able to build the capabilities. Now, let me bring you over now to Gmail and actually show you what the Gmail experience will look like. So up here on the Gmail experience, you see that we've now launched a actual tutorial. Now this tutorial, you can skip it. We'll keep harassing you until you take it. And so I'm going to click get started. And what it's going to do, it's going to highlight right here on the screen exactly what you see right inside of here. So here's FlyMSG on the go. Imagine previewing, inserting, editing, or navigating any of your pre-saved FlyMSGs without the need to go back to FlyMSG. All of this can now be done within Gmail. So it's going to show you exactly what you can do. You can grab our fly plates also from here, or you can also use the last known item from this application to do what's called a quick insert. And right inside of here, you'll also see that it's pointing out the FlyMSG icon. So, hey, maybe you have scrolled down on a message, maybe you're in full screen, maybe you don't see this top layer, but you can always get to the same exact capability set just by clicking the FM logo, which we're injecting now into FlyMSG as well as Outlook, etc. So now I've just finished this and I'm inside of here. And again, thinking about, hey, I just use BAM. So the last message, I'm sending this to my friend, Viveka von Rosen, my co-founder. And I'm going to come inside of here and I'm going to insert now BAM and bada bing, bada boom. Oops, sorry about that. Inside of there. So you can now see as an example that I'm inserting these messages right inside of here. Or I can come to my Fly Messages. And again, same functionality that you're used to on LinkedIn is the exact same functionality that you see here. You can scroll to the left, you can scroll to the right. In either case, it'll pop up on the left or right. So in this case, I have, I'm searching for content and information. I can scroll down, I can go to the next page, or I can come up here and I can say, you know what, I want anything to do with customer service. See if I have anything inside there. No, I don't have anything. How about customer? The word customer. There we go. So here are all the items that have the word customer inside of here. And it's showcasing all of these items. And what you can see is that I have things highlighted. So if you're looking at this one, you can see I have got highlights right inside of here, which make it a little hard to read against the purple. But nonetheless, that's what it means. I've chosen those highlights right inside of here. And I'm inside of here. I can scroll down and you can also see that I've got Giphy images. So I'm just going to use this one. If there's a Giphy image that pops up right inside of here, and you can see that's inside there. Great. So I'm going to click this one. Bada bing, bada boom. I select it. And there you go. And now it pops it right inside of right inside of Gmail, excuse me, where I can now engage with a customer with all of my messages. So this is what we're waiting to come out and to be released. So now, whether you're a recruiter, whether you're an HR and you're sending a message out to somebody on LinkedIn, or you're a recruiter, or you're a salesperson, or you're a customer service rep, and you're sending out on email, in any case, in all cases, depending on the role, you absolutely can now utilize this plugin to be able to insert your Fly messages, all stored. Now, the other capabilities that are inside there is you can also add Fly messages very shortly. That's coming to a theater near you, where you'll be able to play around with Fly message and add those types of add messages inside of there. So hang tight, because those things are forthcoming and they will be inserted for the capability sets to be able to do all the functionality essentially that you still can do inside of Fly Message. It's all coming to a browser near you. So I want to make sure that you're as excited about this as I am. So for all of you out there that are going to get this update, hang tight. This update will be coming within the next 24 to 48 hours as soon as Chrome and Microsoft approve our upload. And now you've seen it. It's the plugin. It's what everybody's been waiting for. And the next steps are variables. So I'll take you through a few more things that we're going to be launching here towards the end of the second quarter. But before I do that, I believe that we have a video that we're going to roll. So Felipe, am I right? Do we have a video? So either one, Chrome or Edge, you can use it anywhere online. FlyMSG is super easy to install. All you need to do is download from the Chrome Marketplace, Chrome Store, and you can look up FlyMSG, FlyMSG, and you can download and install the Chrome app from there, and then we'll encourage you to sign up from within the app to set up your account. Or you can go to Edge and you can download a copy of the FlyMSG on the Edge browser as well. So either one, Chrome or Edge, you can use it anywhere online. All right, welcome back. So someone asked the question, what about Outlook from Microsoft? What about Outlook from Microsoft? And I think what you mean is will the plugin work within Microsoft Outlook? The answer is it'll work within Microsoft Office, Microsoft.live, Microsoft.express. So all of the online versions of Microsoft Outlook, yes, FlyMessage will work right now, will work within inside those applications. If you're asking whether or not it'll work within Microsoft native, meaning native to your machine, you've got a thin client or a client on top of your laptop or your desktop, the answer is no, not until we actually build out a desktop version. Believe it or not, that is one of the lowest priorities and requests that have come into our organization is to build out a desktop version. Most applications are SaaS based. In fact, the number shows that knowledge workers traverse 7 to 12 different SaaS applications per day. Per day. So having FlyMessage and having it work across all SaaS applications is really the key criteria. Mobile would be next, desktop would be last. Any other questions that we have coming in that right now we can field? Okay. Another question that has just come in. It's asking the question, will FlyMessage work in the LinkedIn messaging? I think you mean in the messaging application when you go to LinkedIn, as opposed to the individual message for the individual. The answer is yes. It is supposed to work there as well. I did see in the demonstration that I was just running that it was not working inside there. But again, I actually have a bootlegged copy. So in the production version, when you're looking at the messaging icon at the top and you look at all your folks there, the FlyMessage icon should be injected into every one of those individual messages within within the messaging application, and you should be able to access it from there as well. So if it's not there in this next iteration, we'll make sure we get it inside there. Not a problem. But that's it. That's the intention, and that was definitely the design. Another question that's coming in is, will we soon be able to do tokens? Okay, good question. So the tokens are essentially, if you're a salesperson or you're a customer service rep, you could actually put in hey first, hey, and then you would normally put in a token called first name or last name or company or whatever token you've created. So we actually call them variables. Variables are dynamic pieces of data that you may be looking at and you want to send a message to a specific individual. And those variables are different than tokens. Tokens are generally integrated into your CRM. So in answer to your very specific question on will FlyMessage be able to utilize tokens, the answer is not yet. We will in the future be doing direct integration into CRMs like HubSpot and Salesforce, etc., where you can actually utilize first name tokens or last name tokens or whatever token you have inside of their application. But for now, what you're going to be able to do is what's called variables. So you can put in these placeholders, essentially. It's exactly like a token. You can put in these placeholders, and in these placeholders, we call it a variable. It would say, hey, and then it have a placeholder, first name. And what we'll be doing here, and this is what the exciting part is you'll have the ability to type it one time. And wherever you have that variable at throughout that particular message, it'll auto-populate in the rest of the variables. So you only have to type someone's name one time. The second part about variables that's unique is that we're actually building in the technology right now to read every one of your individual tabs on top of a Chrome window or a Edge window. And as such, we'll be able to auto read things that we see on those web pages. And the data may not be right. The data may be wrong, but we're going to be pulling that stuff in so that we can serve it up to you to be able to help you speed up the process. The third thing is in addition to us auto reading things on every single individual website that you ever may be on, which may be right or may be wrong. On LinkedIn, it'll be pretty darn right because it's pretty static in terms of what we're able to read. The third thing is you'll be able to do what's called custom variables. Custom variables. Now, custom variables work the exact same way. You can create a variable, and inside that custom variable, you can, let's just say you want to do invoice number as an example. Well, that invoice number, you'll be able to pop it in one place, and everywhere where that invoice number variable is at in the text, it'll auto-populate inside there. So in that case, you'll be able to do that. And in addition to custom variables, since we're reading all the individual data on every single web page that you have open across your browser, you can actually take the data and change the variable. So we think it might be first name, but really that piece of data was someone's last name, as an example. We'll go ahead and change it. And then once you do that, now your messages, you can utilize that message with that particular variable. And the fifth thing you'll be able to do is split variables. Yes. So let's just say you're reading a website where it shows someone's first and last name together. Well, that might come up as the name variable as opposed to first name or last name variable. And in those cases, you'll be able to actually select the data that you want from the right side and the left side and say, I want this data to be first name. I want this data to be last name. And then you can split that. It'll automatically be loaded inside of FlyMSG. And then when you're typing out messages, that first name variable, you just drop down the menu, select it, and then it populates that person's first name. So that's variables that will be forthcoming. Hopefully that was a long answer to your question about tokens, but that's exactly the way it's designed to work, just like tokens for those that do not have a CRM or are not integrated directly in the CRM or is using an application like LinkedIn that may not be integrated with your CRM. So those are the use cases there. Okay, more questions are coming in. Someone's asking, when will we release AI related writing capabilities to help you write on looks like Gmail, Outlook, LinkedIn, Zendesk, and other platforms? Got it. Okay, so in that particular case, guess what? It's forthcoming. We're right around the corner from designing, developing, and releasing our FlyWrite capability sets, which you'll be able to use it within FlyMSG, outside of FlyMSG, and you'll be able to use it on platforms like LinkedIn, where it not only will help you write a message to an individual, respond to a message automatically, but also you'll be able to leverage it to engage with things like social posts. Yes, that's really exciting. So engage with things like social posts where it'll read the social post and auto write a comment for you so that you can become a commenting machine. And it'll be integrated inside of Gmail and Outlook, of course. But beyond that, so think of it as the capability to bring your writing assistant with you on any SaaS-based application. And yes, you'll be able to have that capability built in there. So those are some of the things that are forthcoming this quarter. Great questions that are coming in. And then someone asked here about mobile device. Yes, I hear mobile device. I don't hear it a tremendous amount, but I do hear it enough to know that it is forthcoming. So hang tight. It is forthcoming. Mobile on FlyMSG as a part of your keyboard for quick keys. Yes, it is there in the works. We just got to continue developing, continue growing, and continue getting more funding. And that's what we're working on right now, guys. So, hey, I'm excited to launch this product. We are, like I said, minutes, hours, or days away from having this hit the mainstream market. It will be now injected into LinkedIn and all the other different platforms that you use on a regular basis, and really injected into your workflow. And that said, Felipe, let's roll this last video. Make sure you download FlyMSG. Go to flymsg.io and download a free copy. And yes, you can use all these capabilities in the free version. And of course, we'll have some things locked down, and you'll have to upgrade to starter or growth to get the full power of FlyMSG. And oh, by the way, the professional pack is coming to a theater near you for business. Yes, watch for that. Felipe, roll that video.
I have referred FlyMSG to naturally because I'm a fan of the product. I've referred it out to tons of people, and they've used it and they've continued to use it. My name is Connor Doobie. I am the acting chief marketing officer at Proven Content, and we help technical B2B industries get their blogs, their videos, press releases, newsletters done on a regular basis. You know, the biggest challenge we've had before using FlyMSG, we do a lot of prospecting through LinkedIn. And not just myself, I use it for podcast invites, but our team across the board, we have 6 or 7 people across our team who are either vendors or internal that leverage, LinkedIn prospecting. And so, it just takes so much time to send messages out, to copy and paste. I've used a lot of other apps, and there's apps where you can copy and paste stuff in, but there's still that extra step, which seems very minimal, but adds up significantly to a lot of time. Biggest benefits we've seen using FlyMSG is, the most important and crucial resource we have, which is time. And I've, cut myself down 30 minutes, an hour a day, simply just myself personally. But when you add that up across the several folks in our SDRs who are leveraging FlyMSG, that has really added up to hours and hours every single week. And so by saving time, we've saved a lot of money, and we're able to shortcut that and get more messages out, reach more people, which ultimately B2B sales at the end of the day, you got to be able to reach people, and it's a numbers game. But if you can't get the numbers of outreaches, then, it's a struggle to get enough into the pipeline. Funny enough, my favorite features of FlyMSG is just how simple it is to use FlyMSG and the autosave feature. You don't have to do anything quirky. It's just right there in a browser in your computer. The ability to go in and edit stuff is really easy. If I want to tweak my message, takes a quick second, don't have to copy and paste anything, and then I'm back to rolling on my tasks for the day. So I would recommend FlyMSG to others in a similar role. And to be honest, without even having this discussion or talking to the FlyMSG team about it, I have referred FlyMSG to many number of users at this point. I've only been using it maybe a few months now, and I've just naturally, because I'm a fan of the product, I've referred it out to tons of people, and they've used it and they've continued to use it.